Hi everybody, this is Dr. Whipple again. This again is Monday the 9th, the day of the national championship football game if you're interested. Roll Tide if you're really interested in that. Um, it's also 2 days before the regular semester starts. Our semester, our winter term, continues until the 15th. So just be aware of that. So you do still have some time. I just wanted to mention a couple of things to you. First of all, again, you do need to write all the papers and then revise your choice of two of them into final portfolios. You can't just choose two of them and revise them and write them and revise them and then blow off the other papers. So if you haven't turned in one of the papers 1, 2, 3, or 4, please do so as soon as possible. Second, I have graded all the paper 3s. There's one paper 3 missing, and I hope it comes in today. But I've graded all of the paper 3s, and there's no comments in the weekly comment 9, so just got everything graded. I'm just waiting for you guys to turn stuff in. So please do that as soon as possible. We've got sort of a time crunch here at the end of the semester. That is, grading the weekly papers won't take me any time. The daily comments won't take me much time at all. But it does take me time to grade the major papers, and that one is paper number 4. It's really imperative that you get number 4 in as soon as you can. As soon as you get it in, and certainly by the due date, as soon as you get it in, I'm going to turn it around within 24 hours so that you have my comments, so that you will have all 4 of your papers with my comments on them, so that you may decide whether or not, which of the 4 you're going to choose to turn in for your final portfolio. If you have any questions about what you should turn in for your final portfolio, give me a call on voicemail and it'll get to my email, or simply email me if you wish. If you want to text me any questions about this, just for this time only, let me give you my cell number, which is 402 681 2676, and you can text me questions about choices of your final portfolio as well. At this point so we're about 3/4 of the way through our term. At this point, I want to say I'm really mostly pleased at the way everybody has been taking seriously the weekly comments. I think that you take them very seriously, and that is the result of that, of course, is the grades you've gotten. The papers, the papers I've always considered as drafts. So when you revise them, please look very carefully at the relatively short comments I've made. When I make a comment on a paper, what I do is I mention the 2 or 3 things that most need to be done. Please take these comments and run with them as far as you can. If I ask for quotations, don't just give me one quotation. Let's have 3 or 4 or 5 quotations. Quotations are your way of showing the reader that you both have a shared knowledge of the text. And when you reiterate, say in the snowfall paper, when you reiterate something that Jim Jack says or Chris Rudolph, you're creating a shared connection, one-on-one connection between you and the reader. And that's really important. We know we know that the teacher has read this. We know that the audience has read this. We know that you have read this. But what you want to do is establish that connection, establish that one-on-one kind of intimate connection with the reader. That's why for some of you, I would like to say, instead of talking about, the criteria for this paper are such and such, you might want to say, my criteria are such and such. In this course, it is perfectly possible and sometimes even preferable to use the first person I and to refer to yourself in these papers. Okay? So, um, again, make sure that you get your Paper 4, if you're late on getting the papers in, get them in. If you're late on paper 4, paper 3, get it in. And make sure, above all things, that you get number 4 in so that I can turn it around within 24 to 12 hours, 12 to 24 hours, and get that turned around to you so that you can have time to decide whether you want to turn number 1, 2, 3, or 4, which 2 of 1, 2, 3, and 4 you wish to turn in. Okay? As I said before, I'm posting these on YouTube, but I'm also going to send you an email to the whole class, and I'm going to post it as an announcement here in Blue Line, so you should be able to get notification of these videos. If anybody has any questions at all they have to do is either phone me or email or text me. Thanks a lot. We're in the home stretch. Y'all are hanging in there for the most part. Hang in there and we'll all finish well together. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.